Hello and welcome back. This wasn't a video I thought that I would actually do. However, because I'm staying in such a lovely place, I thought I think I'm going to do a video. I'm currently near Bristol for a festival, and it got to the point my friend and she had actually just worked at Glastonbury. She was like, I'm not staying in a tent again. I was like, I get that. And you know, I've given up my time and effort in the past staying in many tents. So I think I've also gotten to the age where I'm like, no, thank you. Accommodation would be wonderful. So we were looking round and we saw a few hotels, and really, I think we were looking for a B&B, and we found this little place. I hadn't really had much time to look into it because I think we only had a week to get everything sorted for this job. But getting here, I thought it's so quaint, it's so cute. So for anyone else who's going to a festival, sort of near, well, it was near Shepton, I think it's at Shepton Mallet, or Glastonbury. So it's the closest to the Glastonbury. It's about 20 minutes to the festival I'm going to, which I don't mind driving each day. But yeah, definitely if you're going to Glastonbury and you're like, I just don't want to stay in a cold, soggy, wet tent, then I would definitely recommend this because it's a home away from home. You know, you enter, and there was part of me was like, is there going to be a desk or something, or how big is it going to be? But you're just like really welcomed, like you're a distant cousin who's like visiting for the weekend or something, which was just lovely. And I didn't realise that there was, you know, the garden in the back as well. The garden is huge, and the weather's so nice today, so it was lovely. And there's a conservatory and a little place for you to sort of sit and read. And it was just lovely because it's not really what we expected, and we didn't really necessarily need, but it's just icing on top of a cake. So I think the festival we're working at is 12 till 10 o'clock at night. So obviously it would be so lovely to sit in the conservatory in the morning, have a breakfast, sort of chill and relax a little bit before having to drive over. Um, and the other thing was I had bought enough food to basically last me for 4 days, and I was really worried. I thought, what if there's not a fridge in the bedroom or anything? And there isn't. But they had a spare one. They had two. And one of them they said, not a problem, you can store all your stuff in there. So how amazing is that? So our room is just round the corner here, and it's called, there we go, the Ties Barn. I have already been in here, so you'll probably see bits of my stuff everywhere, but it's very, very cute. My favourite part, yes, we're in England and there's an actual fan that works, and it's amazing. So I'm super happy with that. I love round the corner here. You've got quite a bit of space on top, and then down below that's stocking up, because obviously when I'm at a festival I don't want to spend too much money on food. And this is a lovely little bathroom that we've got here. Lovely shower. And then look, I just like it in the corner. Got a few other extra bits and pieces. And of course you've got tea making facilities. As you can see, there's also coffee, and I'm guessing that's going to be sugar. I did bring my own tea, but I can see there's lots there as well, so pretty good. And what I really liked is, you know, when you try and fill up the kettle under a sink, it doesn't work. They've actually put one of these out for us, and he said it fits under. They've obviously checked to see that it fits under the sink, so it's nice and easy. On this side you've got loads of useful information, including the Wi-Fi, and then on the back, ta-da-da, here we are. So you've got full English breakfast, sweet potato fritter, which is what I had the first day, and then you've got omelette, or you've got daily special, whatever that is, but we're going to go for a full English. And this is the setup in the morning. This is the extra little room here. As you can see, you've got juice, and then you've got loads of cereal and fruit. Oh, you've even got some jam as well. And then there's two little places that you can sit here. And then they've got a little book here that I need to actually sign before I leave. And this is the little outside area that we've got to sit in, which is very cute. And then you've got, look, all these lovely flowers up here as well. A whole other seating area. I mean, honestly, you just feel like you're at someone's house, but it's nice and beautiful. And then there is a tiny little space to park here. Because when you're sort of on the main road, you can't exactly see where to park. So I came down this one that's got this sign up here, and yeah, so you've got a little roundabout there. I came round it and I just wasn't sure where I was supposed to go, but it's pretty much the very first left. I parked down this road, which is still doable because I think there's still a few parking spaces, but if there's enough space, I think maybe 2 cars can pretty much fit in here, but it's just nice if you do drive. So look at this. Oh yes, this is definitely fresh mint tea, and I did think, oh, I'm probably going to need a strainer, but look how amazing this thing is, right? So I'm going to pop it on top, and then that has made me so happy. I think I'm going to have to get myself one of those.
That's absolutely fine.
Hello, so I'm just working at the festival that I mentioned near Bristol, and usually we never really know what the setup is going to be like, but this one is pretty amazing. It's like being in a salon, and then we've got all of the hair extensions here, so I think we're going to be pretty busy, and I have no idea if my hands are going to want to drop off by the end of the day, probably. So this is our last day at Parsnips B&B, and we've had such a fabulous time. I mean, we've really enjoyed it. Anytime we've needed anything, Eamon has been absolutely fantastic. He's always asked, you know, is everything all right? Do you need anything upstairs? And when I come down for breakfast, he's like, would you like some mint tea? I'm like, yes, please. So it's just been great because obviously, you know, working at a festival for maybe 10 hours, you're hot, you're sticky, you're tired, and it's just lovely to come back and know that you're going to be sort of really well looked after. And it's just been chilled and relaxed. And it was nice to come back sometimes and just have a little bit of the TV in the background. I don't know if I mentioned before, but there's Amazon Prime, there's Netflix, there's BBC iPlayer, there's everything, which is not really what I expected, and it's not really what we needed, but we did watch Bohemian Rhapsody one night when we came back from work, and that was just absolutely perfect. There is a fan. Now, there are not many B&Bs around here that have a fan, and it's been really sticky and really hot lately. And so just having that on has been absolutely incredible, because a lot of people, when we went to the campsite, they were like, oh yeah, we've been camping and it's freezing at the night time, and then at 7 a.m. in the morning the sun is beating down and they're literally cooking inside the tent, so they have to get out. And there's me and my colleague, and we're like, well, we're staying off site. And it was the best decision I've ever made. If I do work at other festivals, I think that's definitely what I'm going to try. And if we do Glastonbury next year, I think I'll be staying here for sure.